Well, sounds like it's working.
It's working. I'm pointed down toward Atascadero. Hopefully we have Bill in here. I haven't heard Bill all week, so I don't know what he's doing. Alpha 6 Alpha AA6A or WA6AAJ. And so I don't know whether we're going to have anybody that can copy Ron if he's in here or not. Who else is on frequency that might be able to hear Ron? KM6SRR, W6BBS. Nobody's here yet, okay?
Early for those guys.
What was that, Aaron?
Yeah, you might be a couple minutes early for those guys. K6USY 1079 and Bozo 1100 in the other room.
Gotcha.
727.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mike. AAJ K6MYC. First on the list should be Atascadero, but of course we're early for them, so we can chit-chat amongst ourselves here for a few minutes, pointing toward Atascadero, seeing if Ron is going to be on or not there. I didn't get an indication from him when I haven't talked to him all week. He was not there. Eric checked in for him on Monday or Sunday night, and I haven't heard anybody since, so we'll just have to see if he's going to be there or not. We'll give him a few minutes, maybe 7:25. Nothing shows, and we'll go on up and pick up Santa Cruz. WA6AAJ, good afternoon, Mike, and a nice, pretty cool afternoon, K6MYC.
K6MYC, WA6AAJ. I think Aaron was in there. He was kind of weak. I was pointed over towards the east, so I'm trying to swing it around. Anyway, yeah, no problem. It was cooler today, but I guess we're coming back up in a couple more days.
Yeah, I think it'll be, we'll be under 100, I think, until after Friday. I think Friday we're still under 100, so it wasn't bad today. I worked outside a little bit, did some pruning, but I was in the shade most of the time. Did some weed pulling, what's new. And then this morning, Frank worked on the 6-meter antenna cabling and got that all finished up and repaired. Then we went down and did 2 meters. We found a connector pulled apart on the transmit line, got that repaired and back up. And I guess tomorrow he'll be here early to fix a contactor for the new well, the new pump we're putting in the well. We got some well guys coming first thing in the morning, and they're going to pull the old well out and investigate as to what caused the failure. We haven't had that well working much for at least a couple of weeks. It's been intermittent, and lately it's just been non-functional. We've been working on our downhill well, which seems to be keeping up okay for now. But we can't rely on that all summer. Anyway, so we're doing the well thing tomorrow, and so that's the story. We'll be busy in the morning here at least, and probably through most of the day watching the well guys and doing whatever I can around that area to keep them functioning if there's any issues. WA6AAJ and the group K6MYC. Is your buddy going to be here tonight?
I think he should be. And regarding the well, yeah, I've been through that a couple of times, and usually my pump motor failed or would separate from the shaft, that type of thing. And anyway, are they going to check the water level and see if you need to lower it?
Well, my water level rests at 130 before we start pulling it down. You can tell that when we pull the pipe out. We measured it way before when we were measuring the depth of the well originally, and we hit water at 130. And when they pulled the other well down the hill out and looked at the pipe, it was rusting. It was started to rust at 130 feet down from the top. Same thing on this one. So we have this. They're both sitting with the water level sits on the same strata, which even though they're different heights, it must be a slanted strata. I don't know how that works, but both wells have water at 130 feet, go figure. This one's 600 feet deep, and they're probably going to maybe drop the pump a little bit down, maybe to 550 or so. Give us a little bit more breathing room and more time between the pump saver. Last year we were on the pump saver quite a bit, but it might have been because this well was failing and it maybe just clogged. We have a screen over the pump to keep any dust and dirt out of the pump, but if the screen isn't installed correctly, then the pumps clog up. The last one we pulled out had a screen, but they didn't have it installed right, so the pump was completely jammed with fine silt from the well, even though it was 100 feet from the bottom. So we're going to have to just do some failure diagnosis once everything comes up. Over.
Okay, roger that. What size pumps are they?
Well, I think we have a 3 horsepower in this one. The one down the hill is 1.5 horse. This one was a 3, and if everything is okay on the motor, they're going to use the motor over again and just put a new pump on it. And because this motor's only about 5 years old, and they should last 15 years or so. So we may do that, but we're going to be ready for either option. Over.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like a plan. Yeah, I think I've got a 3 horse pump as well. It's funny, the original pump when we moved here, I don't know how old it was, but it lasted a long time, and then I had another one go out about 10 years later, and then this one's been running fine, so I don't know. I don't think they make them as they used to. Over.
Well, again, I can't fault the quality of the pump. I think this last one that failed here, I've replaced both wells have had at least 2 pumps in them. And this one, this will be the 3rd pump going down in there. The original one is on the surface right now, but it was 3-phase. It ran on a 3-phase system that was 3-phase generated up at the well house. And it was supposed to be the cat's meow, but it never panned out very well, and it was always stalling and other things. So. But anyway, when they put this one in, they put a casing all the way down to 600 feet, and then they said they hit bottom, but the well was measured at 700 feet when I checked it originally. My cousin and I measured the well, and but they said something happened at 615 or 620 or something, and they couldn't go any further. I think they just broke a bit off, but they didn't want to tell me. Anyway, the bottom of the well is a little over 600. Over.
Okay, that's pretty deep. Well, it's as long as they don't start putting water meters on our wells, right? Over.
Well, they'll have to fight through a rain of bullets to get to mine. Over.
Yeah. Well, it's that's what they want to do. At least this Kings River Water District, they've been talking about that for the last three years or so, but I don't think many people are very happy about it.
Well, who would be? You put all the expense and you put all the energy and the time and the money in getting the well in the ground, and then to have them charge you for the water that's on your property coming out of through the pump that you provided is a little bit of a slap in the face, but that's California for you. Over.
Roger that. Billy just showed up. AA6S.
Hey, Roger. Good evening. I've been listening to you gentlemen yakking here about pumps. Anyway, I guess I should check and see if Ron's on here. AA6S 800.
Hi, Bill. K6USY.
Hello, K6USY.
We hear you, Bill. AA6S, K6MYC.
Oh, yeah, Aaron just broke in.
Oh, yeah, I've already checked in, Bill, so I was just saying hi to you. K6USY, Fresno.
Yeah, Roger. I'll turn the antenna, Mikey, and see if I can get Ron.
Yeah, it's pushing toward 735, so he should be in there if he's going to be there.
Hey, Roger, if not, I'll come back towards LA.
And then you can go down and see if you guys can hook up with Ralph, and I'll move on up to Santa Cruz.
Roger, Roger.
Quiet from the Course Gold area. We should have K6 BBG. We should have W6 BBS. A couple of others. I don't know where KM6 SRR is, but he's been working late and maybe still out trying to do some fire abatement. I guess there's a pretty big fire east of Stockton. Does anybody know any more about that one? Guess not.
About that one.
What was that, Mike?
No, I haven't heard about it.
Yeah, I haven't either. Judy said something about it. Might have been on the on her computer or on her cell phone or something.
KM6SRR.
Yeah, good evening, Rob. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing okay. Basically took today off. Had to take the wife to the airport around midday and picked up some strut channel from Marcus and some more antenna parts for him. And just got home a little bit ago. Over.
Okay, you picked up some what from work?
I picked up some strut channel, some of that stuff that we can mount as antennas to, and then I picked up the antenna stuff from Robert down there, the stuff that we can mount the 432 loops. He lost the divider. Over.
Yeah, you talking about Marcus?
Yeah, Marcus lost the 432 divider and the two cables that go with it. Over.
Oh, well, I didn't know you were talking about Marcus. You didn't say Marcus, who you were picking up Unistrut for. Over.
Yeah, I said I was helping Marcus early on, but that's okay. Anyway, so you understand now. Over.
Yeah, well, maybe I wasn't here. When did you say you were helping Marcus other than the other day?
Tonight, just after I ID'd. Over.
Oh, maybe I doubled with you. Maybe that's why I didn't hear you.
No big deal. Anyway, you know now, so I'm standing by and listening here. Over.
We're waiting for to hear back. If Mike, can you hear Bill when he's pointed toward? I heard a trace of him, but he's turned his power down. I can just barely tell he's there.
I heard him a little while ago, but I haven't heard him last few minutes. AA6S, are you there, Bill? No Bill.
No wonder where he went.
What time is it? Is it quarter till yet?
No, it's 20 till, or a little bit before 20. Anyway, I'll go up to Santa Cruz. You guys can wander down and see if you can find Ralph there. And I'll be here. Check in when you get that connection. Thanks, Mike. AA6S, K6MYC, and the Bozo Net.
Okay, I'll head over there.
W6BBS.
There he is, W6BBS. Can you hear anything out of W6QUI or AA6S?
I have not heard AA6S. I've only been on a minute. I had trouble. My Bodnar wasn't locking up right, and it was doing weird stuff. I'll turn over and give QUI a call here. Just give me a minute to turn here. I'm rotating now, and that should be just about around to him right there. W6QUI, W6QUI, W6BBS and the Bozo Net calling over. W6QUI, W6QUI, W6BBS with K6MYC and the Bozo Net calling over. got nothing, Mike.
Yeah, I don't either. Side question, unrelated. When Chance gets here in the morning, are you going to be here, or does he know where to go? I'll be up at 8 o'clock, but if he gets here before I wake up, is he going to call me, or what's he going to do to know where to go on the property here? Over.
That was not discussed, so I'll just make sure that I'm there by about 8 o'clock or so.
Yeah, okay. Well, Matt's going to be up and everything, and he's going to be here till about 8:30, so we should be covered, and I should be up in plenty of time. I'm fully intending to be up and running by 8 o'clock and ready to do something if they need anything. But we didn't have any coordination, and I don't think Chance has got my phone number to my knowledge, so he can't call ahead. Over. Does he? He knows how to get here, right?
I texted him your address and both your phone numbers, so he has all.
Okay. Very good. Well, maybe he'll give me a call on the way up.
And just FYI, there's nothing to be done at the pump house. The power is disconnected. They just have to hook up to the well and start pulling it.
Yeah, I understand. All righty. Now I'm going to go toward Santa Cruz and see if we can pick up Tom and then move on around here. Okay, let me see if Tom is listening here. KW6S, Kilo Whiskey 6 Sugar, K6MYC. Are you around yet, Tom? I don't think so. KW6S, KW6 Sugar, KW6S, K6MYC, calling and listening. Okay, well, I'll go into the Bay Area for a second, and then we'll come back if we hear him. Okay, Bay Area, 1296 Bozo Net, Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, K6MYC, Delta Mike 07, calling north into the Bay Area for the 1296 Bozo Net, taking check-ins now, over. I heard a very, very, very light voice. Maybe you don't have everything turned on there. Normally we hear at least readability 3 on the guys in the Bay Area, but I don't know who that would be. Try it again, and I can move the antenna a little bit back and forth, but it's very, very weak. This is K6MYC Bozo Net, 1296 Bay Area, Bay Area. Is that KD6 Sugar Oscar Kilo? Is that you, Fred? Okay, I've got you now, but way off axis from where I should get you. I'm beaming way into San Francisco, way up above where you should be there. Anyway, good evening, and I've got readability, at least readability 4 on you at the moment. I would hope that things would get better. I don't know why things are so weak lately on the bands. Everything seems to be working here, the preamp and everything is working. I don't think there's any problem. Antenna seems to be good, so I don't know why we're having so much trouble here lately with stations. Take a transmission, Fred, and I'll wiggle back and forth and see if I can peek you up here. KD6 Sugar Oscar Kilo and Cupertino, K6MYC, and the 1296 Bozo Net listening.
Okay, Mike, yeah, the band's going up and down. The band is going up and down. KB6WMG.
I hear you, Mike. I hear you, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. We've got you.
Not that great. I don't know why. It was pretty hot here today, and I'm sure it was you live today. So it's just not the good condition, and hopefully you can move the antenna a little bit and see if that makes any improvement. But if not, at least I have to check it. So hopefully that will give you enough time on the transmitter here. So anyway, back to you, Mike, to KD6SOK.
KD6SOK with KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie checking in. K6MYC. Now I'm copying you in the same direction that I'm hearing Mike. So Mike, the antenna is right for Mike, and I'm hearing him fine. But I'm not hearing you at all when I point toward Cupertino. So I wonder if your antenna's pointed somewhere else, Fred. I don't know whether you can rotate it or not, but it doesn't seem to be, the path is different for sure. Anyway, I guess what I heard out of your whole transmission when it was hot in the Bay Area today, by hot, I don't know what that means. Were you 90s or were you pushing toward 100? It was quite cool here today, probably in the low 90s. I don't think we got much past the low 90s. It was a little warm if you had to work right in the sun, but we had a little breeze, so it wasn't bad, and it's not bad in the shack. I think I'm probably running about 85 right now in the shack here, and I'm in the barn, so there you are. Back to you, Fred. Thanks very much for being there and checking in, and we'll look for you tomorrow. Hopefully we'll hear you one of these days on 2 meters. KD6SOK, K6MYC.
Hey, thank you, Mike. Yeah, no, I'm not sure what's going on with the path here. You know, it's really warm today, and it's supposed to be in the 90s by Friday. And it was pretty, well, I thought it was hot, but by your standards, it's not hot. All right, Mike, I'll let you go. 73 KD6SOK.
Okay, 73. We're supposed to be hitting 100 plus by Saturday here, but supposed to be the rest of the week is going to be in the mid-90s. So we're going to have a nice, easy week here. Thanks, Fred. Good to hear you. A lot of flutter on you, very, very rapid flutter. You're probably hearing that on me. It's not serious, but it's in there. So the path is not real consistent. Let me go back up to Mike. I'll move the antenna back your way, Mike, a little bit here. Something like that, I guess. Anyway, back to you, Mike. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie and the group K6MYC 1296 Bozo. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie K6MYC. That was such a short transmission, Mike. I never did get the antenna moved on to you. So you took such a short transmission. I don't know what happened there. I only heard about 10 words and you were gone. I guess you may have sent it back to me, or maybe you're off to dinner. I don't know. Try one more time. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie 775. K6MYC. Well, he's gone for some reason. W6PQL, Jim, are you in there? WB6JNN, WB6JNN, are you there, Jim?
This is Kilo 6 Whiskey India Sugar.
Well, I hear you on the bounce path, so I guess my ears are okay, but boy, the signals from the Bay Area are terrible. Not terrible for Mike. Mike was pretty good. Sometimes I don't even hear Mike, but everybody else was weak. Good evening, Paul. Good to hear you, and I wonder if you have any relays. K6 Whiskey India Sugar near Placerville. K6MYC Bozo Net 1296.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. K6MYC in the group. This is K6WIS. Yes, the bounce path is working really well this evening. Here, a consistent 5x5. Sometimes there's some buffer distortion on your audio. It's going high and low in frequency, but then it fixed itself. So hopefully it's pretty good now. How do you copy me? And also, I don't have any relays. Over.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm copying your Q5. It's not real strong, but it's Q5, Paul. Did you say you have or you do not have relays?
Negative relays. No relays, over.
Roger, no relays. Okay. Very good. I guess the guys up there on 1296 are I don't hear them. But I might be able to hear them when I get up toward N6RO. N6RO and the guys in Clear Lake are almost the same heading here. Anyway, good to hear you. And of course, we'll look for you tomorrow night. But thanks for checking in on 1296. It's always amazing me how good a signal we have here on the bounce path. It's always very consistent. I mean, you're always in there. Very, very, very seldom are you not readable. And quite steady at that. And so I moved the antenna just a little bit more to the north. And I'm in the 290 bracket instead of the high 280s. So the path, if anything, seems to be skewed slightly to the north tonight. Anyway, good evening, and I'll shoot it back to you, and then we'll take a look for anybody else before we go to N6RO. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, Placerville area, K6MYC.
Yeah, K6MYC, this is K6WIS. Actually, I'm aimed just south of the Bay Area, more towards Mount Aminum and Prieta. That's where I get the best bounce path from you.
Yeah, well, I went down that way and you disappeared, over.
But you must have swung your antenna in the wrong direction there. Yeah, I'm actually pointed about 195 degrees just south of the Bay Area. But if you point back up to the Bay Area, then I'm getting a good bounce signal from you, over.
Yeah, that's weird, because I'm beaming right at 295 for you, and that's about 6 or 7 degrees more to the north than I normally hear your best signals. Anyway, I guess we just have to chalk it up to we've got a path and we'll take it. Hi. 7-3, good evening, Paul. Maybe we'll catch you if you want to stick around and be interesting to see if we have anything on the direct path. But no need if it's not easy for you. 73s for now. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6MYC. Anybody else in the Bay Area? Over.
AA6S, check Ralph in, number 3, Mikey.
Okay, I'll put Ralph in here. Alpha 6 Sugar with K6 TSK, number 3. We got it.
73s, Mikey. I'm going to get out of here. I didn't realize that Ralph doesn't have his preamp hooked up, so that's probably part of the receive problem at the other end. But he was 10 over 9 here for a while. 73s, K6MYC, AA6S.
Yeah, okay, but you got nothing at all from Ron, huh?
Nothing from Ron.
Okay, I don't know whether he's aware of the fact that he's the first one on the list. He may be in there now. You might want to spin down and give one more call to Ron. I'll wait for your, I won't wait for you, but if you hear something, come on back. I'll hear you when you point up this way again, over.
Right, the antenna's coming around.
All right. Thanks, and 7-3 if we don't hear anything further from you. Thanks for checking in, Bill. Alpha 6 Sugar, K6MYC. All right, let's see. KW6S, Kilo Whiskey 6 Sugar, K6MYC, Tom. KW6S, 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 KW6 Sugar, K6MYC. Are you there? No, Tom's going to be late, I guess. Okay, let's go into the Bay Area again. Bay Area, last call for the moment. I'll come back and do late checks and missed at the end. W6PQL, KB6BA, WA6AXX. Anybody? K6MYC. Boy, I didn't get it. I don't know where to point, so give me a long call, your call about 3 times, and your Bozo number about 3 times. Try it again, over.
Willie Baker 6, Japan, Norway, 285, 285.
I got you now, Jim. Path is skewed to the north for you. It's right on in the right direction for Daly City, but everybody else in the Bay Area is skewed to the north. Go figure, over.
Talking to me, Mike, WB6JN.
Yes, I am. WB6JNN, K6MYC. Are you having trouble copying?
You're running S3 to 4 typically, but now you're up to 6 and 7, and it's going up and down. So propagation is a little weird tonight. But anyway, got the plane today several times, and nice weather for that. Got it up high and had to actually force it down. Anyway, there you go. Your signal is all over the map. 36J.
Yeah, well, you're up and down, but I'm getting virtually 100% copy. I miss a word now and then, but mostly it's 100%, Jim. Yeah, there are some funny little, very deep fades for a second. But okay, I'm flying the plane today. The only thing I missed was your comment about the flight. Say it again.
I indicated I had a good flight and had to force it down a couple of times because the thermal was trying to take it up in the air beyond my range. So I forced it down.
I got it. Yeah. Okay. It wanted to fly, but you had to force it down. I got it. Okay. Well, I'm glad you had some fun today. That was good. It was light temperatures here. We were in the low 90s. So quite pleasant, and it's not bad in the shack. I'm about 85, I think, here at the moment. 7-3 for now. And I haven't heard AXX, and I haven't heard W6PQL. It's rare to have both of those guys out. So I don't know whether Jim has got some other commitment or something, but it's rare when he isn't here on his own keepsake band. Anyway, 7-3, Jim, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow, probably on 2 meters. Pretty good signal, all things considered. But I am beamed at 291, 292 for you, which is about 6 degrees more to the north than normal. 7-3 WB6JNN for your final K6MYC.
Jim was on here. Probably working in Santa Barbara right now. So I'm going to go check there too. WB6JNN clear.
Okay, say it again. Jim PQL was here earlier, but now he's working Santa Barbara.
Would presume so.
I didn't get that. Too short a transmission.
Santa Barbara, I would assume he is doing that right now. But he was in here earlier.
Okay, he was in there earlier. I got that much. So I'll check him in. Maybe we'll catch him on the way back. Thanks, Jim. Thank you. WB6JNN with Big QSB, K6MYC. Anybody else in the Bay Area?
Yeah, 5.
Who is the 5?
There we go. I got the amplifier on finally. W6PQL.
Well, there you are. Okay. I hear you now. PQL, MYC. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was on the wrong band. I was looking for everybody on 2 meters, hearing it on the live stream and not noticing that the live stream was on 1296. Oops.
Oops, yeah. It's your band, man. I couldn't believe that you were going to be missing. I'm sorry. You want to sit down? Yeah, here. You want to sit? Huh? Yeah, you can do that. Judy just walked in here. We're running a little late tonight because of meals and stuff. Anyway, we got you. 1296 I just put in there, but yeah, everything else was okay. So, did you hear? Maybe that was you. I heard when you were low. I heard you, but I couldn't read it. So that might have been you checking in without the amplifier. Why don't you take a standby and see who else is in there, Jim? I do have Mike already, but we're missing KB6BA. We're missing WA6AXX and K6KLY. Maybe some others. W6PQL, K6MYC.
No, I haven't heard them in there either, but of course I was on the wrong band, so I wouldn't have, but I didn't hear them on the live stream either. That's silly. So that's what happened to me. I couldn't understand why I couldn't hear Paul. I can hear Paul almost in any direction, and that certainly explains it. All right, anybody else here in the Bay Area that's hearing Mike, W6PQL, standing by?
You're very loud now.
Nobody here so far, but do stop back again when you're done.
Yeah, we'll go through Nevada, and then I'll come back to the Bay Area for light checks and miss. Thanks, Jim. Good to hear you. We'll certainly see you tomorrow night, I think. You're going to be here all week, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll be here all week, and we're not going to be looking for Steve. I didn't look for him this week at all because he's going to be gone for 2 weeks, and I guess this is the second week.
Yeah, I figured that, and that's why I was concerned that Jim said something to me, JNN, and I wasn't sure if you were looking. He said you were in here earlier, and I thought, well, then maybe he went to see if Steve was there, but I guess that clarifies that. Anyway, see you in a little bit. Thanks again. W6PQL, K6MYC.
All right, see you later.
All right, I'm going to go up and get N6RO now.
KB6BA.
Oh, there we are. KB6BA. You can put him in here at the bottom underneath 1296. KB6BA. Good evening, Oliver. KB6BA 900. Go ahead, Oliver. Take a transmission. Pretty good signal, over.
Yeah, 100 watt amp is working still, and you're reasonably strong this evening. Got the last hike in of the week, and just putting in another 1296 mobile FM rig in my car, replacing an old Kenwood 541A from the 1980s with a newer 1296 rig, so easier to read and well driving. K6MYC, KB6BA.
Okay, is there a good 1296 repeater in the Bay Area still working, over?
Yeah, there's a Bob Warmke who passed last year. His system is still fully operational. There's a machine, 2 or 3 or 4 machines in the Bay Area, and there's still one in Lake Tahoe that's working, that's really used, and also one in Mariposa. That's not linked, but we'll be linked in the future, over.
Yeah, okay. I don't think we have anything down here on 1296, but I could be wrong.
There probably are some, but they're not well used and they're not well publicized. So I try to keep active in the system. It's a nice, quiet system, but we need more users still, over.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay. Well, good to have you in here. Better late than never. And you might well take one more standby. The only one that's regular now that's missing is WA6AXX. So let's see if Ed's in here. WA6AXX. Ed, are you here tonight yet? Okay, nothing from Ed. So I guess he's still trying to get his bedroom organized from the revamping and the updating of his house there. Thanks, Oliver, and we'll look for you tomorrow night. Good signal. A little bit of fading. There's a lot of QSB here, but I haven't missed a word that I could complain about. Hi. KB6BA, K6MYC 73.
Okay, 73 is good to hear you. KB6BA.
Yeah, the amp's working good. The 100 watts really helps. I wish a lot of guys had. Where did you get the 100 watt amp? Whose is it?
Goran Popovic's 86IW, I think it is.
Oh, that's right. You told me that. That's right. I don't think he's making them, though, commercially. That was just one that was left over from some project, right?
Yeah, it's sort of a homebrew design that I picked up from another local ham.
Yeah, you told me about that before. Okay, very good. Well, I wish there was more of those around. I wish he would make about 10 of them, it would take care of a lot of people that need a little bit more goo. Hi, hi. Thank you, Oliver. 73 KB6BA K6MYC.
Roger. Doesn't KB6WSC have like an 80-watt amp? I can't remember, in 1296?
Yeah, he does, but he bought it out of England, I think, or something. It's about 120 watts, as I recall. I think it's English, over.
Okay, well, there's two of us anyway.
Yes, that's right. And then, of course, the big gun there in Fremont. Hi, hi.
Yeah, too rich my fault. Okay, we'll see you later. KB6PM.
Okay, the other one that should be in here, and I can always hear is 10 watts, is KT2G, but I haven't heard Mark now for about a week. I think maybe he's had to go back to Italy. He bounces back and forth between the Bay Area and Italy, and his mother's been sick, and I think she's still living in Italy, so that's what's probably taking him back and forth more often than not. Thank you, Oliver. Good evening to you. KB6BA, K6MYC. Okay, anybody else before we go to N6 Radio Oscar? N6RO, N6 Radio Oscar, N6RO, K6MYC.
K6MYC, N6RO. I'll copy.
Yeah, it's, well, give me some more chatter and I'll see if I can peek on you. Everybody seems to be skewed a little bit to the north, and I'm a little bit short of getting there, yeah, so I may go back where I was, and you were stronger. Go ahead.
Okay. I put my dinner on pause about 20 minutes ago, so the pork chops are getting cold. And I got to start the concert, the kitchen concert recording, and watch the NHL playoffs. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow night. I won't have any conflict because the 2M7 will be working pretty well on 2. See you then, N6RO.
Okay, thank you, Ken. N6RO, K6MYC. I got a pretty good copy on you, but I'm clear up here at 309, 310. I think that's what it reads. So quite a bit north from normal, but you picked up nicely here. 73s, and we'll look for you tomorrow with the 2M7, Ken. N6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC, 73.
073.
Yeah, try to re-warm up those lamb chops. Ouch. Okay. Anybody else while I'm pointed in this direction? K6MYC, 1296 Bozo Net. Okay, nothing heard here. Let me go up towards Sacramento. Perfect, okay. How about KR6MR? Kilo Radio 6 Mike Romeo. Are you there, John? KR6MR, K6MYC, over. I heard something in there. We may get a peak here, John. We may get a peak. So let's see if we can just keep working at it for a couple of minutes here. I'll keep sending it back to you. KR6MR, I believe you're in there. K6MYC, standing by, standing by. Okay, I'm still not hearing anything for sure. KR6MR, KR6MR, K6MYC, over.
Hey, Mike, do you need to catch the guys in Nevada? Over.
Yeah, probably should get up there. Thank you. What time is it, Rob?
11 after 8.
Okay, I'm going to go to Nevada then right now. John, I'm going to log you in. I think I heard you in there. We'll log you in, and I'll come back in about 5 minutes. KR6MR, KR6MR, K6MYC. 7-3 for now. I'll be back in 5 minutes, John. Okay, N7 Whiskey Tango. KE7UQL, KE7UQL, or N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC, calling and listening.
Signal, 272, KE7UQL.
Oh, booming signal, Daniel, booming signal, KE7UQL, KE7 Uniform Quebec Lima, 272. Good signal. Hopefully it's up for Larry as well. Back to you, KE7UQL, K6MYC, over. KE7UQL, I've lost you, Daniel. That's boy, that was a quick fade. Let me try again for N7WT. N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC, calling and standing by. Over, Larry. KE7UQL, we heard you that time. Readability 3, readability 3, readability 3. Very light, but we got you, Daniel. I wonder if Larry's in there. Can you give me Rogers on Larry? Over. Yeah, I didn't copy it. I might have heard negative, but I'll keep trying for Larry until I hear you again. KE7UQL, I'm sorry, N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, K6MYC. Larry, over. N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC. Over. N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, or KE7UQL for confirmation. Kilowatt 6 Mike, Yankee Charlie, K6MYC, Delta Mike 07, calling and standing by. Over, over. Over intermittent tonight. E7UQL or N7WT. I just don't know if Larry's been in there or not. N7WT, give me some CW, Larry. I'm sure you're doing CW already, but I'm looking for CW. N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC, over. N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, K6MYC, over, over. N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, K6MYC, over, over. N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, K6MYC, over, over. I remember we did this last week, Rob, and I was a little bit late getting there, and I had all of a sudden Larry popped in at 20 after, so I think I'll push it for another 3 minutes here. While we're waiting for the van to come back, Rob, where did Candy get off to this time? Over. Well, he must be downstairs eating dinner. No worries. All right, N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, K6MYC, calling and listening.
I was down putting the rice in the microwave, adding some butter to it. She went up to Vancouver, Washington to visit her sister, over.
Oh, sister in Vancouver, Washington, okay. Well, it's cold and rainy up there.
Yeah, she said it was going to be below the 80s up there, so that was good.
Yeah, well below the 80s. Talking to Bob up there a couple of days ago, on Monday at least, it was raining.
Yeah, if you don't like the weather, you wait an hour or two and you'll change, over.
I guess it will up there. Down here it doesn't change much. It just goes cool, warmer, 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 cooler, 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 warmer, 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 over.
Roger, roger.
Well, I guess I'm not going to get Larry, and I haven't heard any more from Daniel. To confirm whether Larry's here or not, so we'll have to leave Larry out for tonight. N7WT, last call, Larry, last call. N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, K6MYC, calling and listening. I'll go back and try one more time for KR6MR at 333, and then we'll call it. Well, I should go back to the Bay Area. We're missing KW6S. Okay, here we go to KR6MR. Okay, John, we'll try again. KR6MR, KR6MR, Kilo Romeo 6 Mexico Romeo, K6MYC, calling and listening. Over, John. KR6MR, KR6MR, K6MYC, over. KR6MR, 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 K6MYC, over. I'm just not hearing anything from John now, but we got him logged in anyway. Did you get John KR6MR logged in? I'm pretty sure I heard him.
Yeah.
759, okay. All right, going back to Santa Cruz. Here we go. Okay, Santa Cruz. KW6 Sugar. I think I'm close to the right heading for you, Tom. KW6S. KW6S. Kilo Whiskey 6 Sugar. K6MYC, calling and listening. Wow, something must have happened there. He said for sure he would be on here, but maybe he had something come up. I'm sure he's hearing us over there. All right, I guess we're done for the evening here, guys. Frank, thanks for hanging in there. And Rob, thank you. And Aaron, I'm sure, is in here somewhere. And I think Bill and Mike have already taken off. Aaron, are you still here? Alpha K6USY, K6MYC?
Yes, sir. And just wanted to let you know that I will start the stream tomorrow remotely. I may not be on frequency. We're taking the kids over to the aquarium tomorrow, and then we'll be back. Might be driving back at the start of the net, so I'll start it and then probably be listening, but I won't be on frequency.
Okay, very good, very good. Thanks much.
Yep, this new lovely holiday that I now get, so I don't have to go to work tomorrow.
Okay. A holiday? What's the day? What's the special day for you?
Well, it's Juneteenth because, of course, Biden had to give us another holiday.
I see. Okay. Very good. Anyway, 7-3, we'll see you tomorrow night, remote or otherwise. If we don't hear your voice, we'll at least know you're here and running the stream. Thanks, Aaron, for all your help. K6USY, K6MYC.
Yep, 7-3, K6USY, Delta Mike 06.
Okay, Rob, 73 to you. I was back down putting butter on his rice there. 73 to you, Bill. Frank, if you're still there, we'll see you in the morning. Anybody else listening? Good night, all. K6MYC, pulling the cork.
Good night, Mike. UW6CBS.
Good night, Frank.